Hi, everybody. Today I would like to talk about intuition, guidance. Um, we all have intuition, that like little voice in the back of our head, or that feeling to do something. And it could be on the spur of the moment, or it could be a long-term plan, or a project, or a goal. But it's important you follow your intuition. Sometimes it can be kind of crazy, like you're at work and you're halfway through your day, and you have intuition telling you need to go home. Go home right now. Well, generally, you wouldn't just call off work and say, "Oh, because the intuition, I called off work and went home." But there might be something waiting for you there, or something that you're avoiding that could cause more problems for you, and your intuition's telling you to say, "Hey, you go home right now." Or maybe it's even something along the lines of the choices that you're making with your life or your career or whatever. You have intuition to tell you what would might be the better path. There's a the external force, universe, God might be guiding you to say, hey, you might want to be going down this way, so do this right now, and it can help guide you uh, go through whatever it is you need to go through in an easier way, or maybe it's better for your life. That's the type of guidance that you can get from intuition, and you know, once again, through grounding and meditation, you can get that guidance, and then the intuition will strike you, telling you to do something that you haven't done, or telling you to do something that you need to go out and do at that very moment. And it could be it could be something small, and it could be something large, and anywhere in anything between, and it could be crazy too. Along with intuition and guidance, I'm not going to stay on that subject too long. I can talk about that stuff all day, but I would also like to throw in there the zodiacs. So, in numerology, we all have these zodiac signs, the birth signs of kind of like where we're placed in our personalities. And zodiac normally goes by month and goes by year. The American, or I mean the Western style zodiac is by month. And I think it's called a sun sign. I'm not sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know too much about it. I just know what some of the signs and some of the numerology is. And then you have the birth sign, which is the Chinese zodiac. So, for instance, I was born in the month of November, so I, therefore, a Scorpio. And my birth year makes me a rooster. And that combined zodiac creates what they call a primal astrology, but it also falls under numerology. A numerology report will tell you everything, like your life path, like what personality you have, what kind of relationships do you have, what potential partners you get along with according to their zodiacs and stuff. Now, I don't hold my entire life on zodiac, but it does create traits that I know I can navigate through, because you're trying to find yourself, right? And when I'm finding myself, is like, okay, you're a Scorpio, so you know, you kind of have like this uh, dark personality as far as like joking around is concerned. Um, you know, intelligence is related to it, but I can like you know, literally sting myself by making bad decisions. Uh, that's an example of a zodiac. But most of you know what zodiac is, so look up your birth month chart and then your birth year, and get the combined primal astrology, or even better yet, the numerology report. Because the numerology report is massive. It could be like pages long, talking about life path, because it goes down to the specific day you were born and time. So I was born on November 18th, 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. It's that precise, like how accurate it is. Because if I was born a day before, like massive things would be changing. So the numerology report is more expansive. If you just want to look up the zodiacs to find out what you are zodiac wise, uh, do that. But also try to get the numerology report. And I can't give you a site because I did it such a long time ago. I don't even remember what site it was. It was like 12 years ago. It's in my email. Maybe I'll come back and tell you what site it came from if I go back in my email and read it again. Just to tell me in the comments or whatever and say, hey, Brandon, we told us you're going to help us find that website that gives you a free astrology report, numerology report. So with intuition and zodiac, your life, part of your plan in your life is to find out who you are, and some of that can help you find out who you are. Because if you're lost and say, I don't know who I am, you're trying to find yourself. You're a spiritual, infinite spiritual being having a physical experience. You're trying to refine and remember what it is that you lost when you passed away, and maybe you got reincarnated, right? All that information's gone. Now you need to collect it back again. And so there's a destiny, right? You have a destiny to follow, but if people aren't using their intuition and tips and tools like Zodiac to help guide them in the right direction, you might not be going into your destiny. It would be like an alternate reality or alternate destiny. Now there's something I'll touch on another video too. You got parallel reality shifts, and your decisions and with your intuition and meditation stuff can, with the affirmations and all that stuff, can put you in a different parallel reality. Like you'll wake up one morning and then everything around you will be changed, because you changed the destiny line of your life. And there's multiple destinies and there's alternate destinies. And the universe is like, okay, if you don't follow your intuition and you're still working your 9-to-5 job and you're never trying to find yourself or gain spiritual awareness, well, we're going to keep you along this on this like solid line of you're going to work a 9-to-5 until you're 65. You might start collecting Social Security, but a couple of years later, you're gone. Like, and you'll live the life that you live, and it might be okay or whatever. But maybe your destiny is more than that, or in following what you're supposed to be doing. Because the human race is creative. We are creative beings. We're creating our reality. So if you're doing something that's not so much creative or helping other people in alignment with what your purpose would be, you're gonna be kind of floating neutral. And I'm not saying that you have to go out there and do it now. I'm just saying be aware of it, find out who you are, and it'll help you guide the guidance, back to the guidance thing, lead you to the parallel reality or the destiny, so to speak, of what you could be doing. That's more of your passion, following your passions, or what helps helps your heart and other people's hearts, basically. So, and that's another thing, going back to the heart chakra thing. Like when you're doing all this, like be open with your heart when you're getting this information. Don't just be like, oh, I don't know if that's good for me, or that's kind of put like my vibrations put off right that. Like take it in and then choose what you like and then apply it. But don't just be like, oh, that's not for me because I don't believe in that or whatever. Be open to it, listen to it, then say, you know what, I might use it later, or I don't think that's good for me right now. That's fine. Because the more you learn about this stuff, the more you'll actually be open to the other things that are kind of like esoteric or stuff that you wouldn't normally think you would use in your life because you weren't taught to think that way because of the dogmatic teachings of when you were a child. You're always ever expanding, so you keep learning more and more information, and you'll start being open to more and more information. So that's all I wanted to say today. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it, and see you in the next video.